Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. We're looking at Horizon 5 and we've got Forzathon. I want to be a Rockstar. Own and drive the RJ Anderson Pro Truck. Win 2 cross-country circuit events in your Pro Truck. Earn total of 15 stars from danger signs in your Pro Truck. And finally, win 2 cross-country circuit events in your Pro Truck. Again, fair enough. But again, weird these are. So we're using the Pro Truck, I guess. So share code, that's the tune up. I've got the share code up on screen now. So go grab that, give it a blast, and let's get rid of this Forzathon with your double dose of cross-country circuit racing. Own and drive, fair enough. The game definitely stutters when you leave events or leave your house on PC. So that's that done, that's sorted, no problem. The cross-country events. I'm going to nip over to my creative hub. You can go into event blueprints. You can see all this stuff here. And I've got a few events. So I'm going to give you a share code that lets you search for my events. And I've got some pretty decent easy wins. And I've got easy cross-country circuit here. It's a short circuit round. And yeah, it's decent. I've got a share code up on the corner here. So do a search for that. And it'll take you here. And this definitely is the easiest way of doing it. You literally cannot fail. You really, really cannot fail. So I'm going to do solo. Pick the Pro Truck because it is anything goes. And a little bit of skipping later. We can get into it. Easy cross-country circuit. Why not? Onto the line and go, 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 go. And when I say this is easy, because it's one lap round. It's not very long. And you've got no opponents. It's just you. It's literally impossible to fail. Your only job here is get to the end. That's all you have to do. That is so simple. So simple. No one's missed the turning, man. Haha. So coming up here, make that jump. Bit of a mad vehicle. I think I've overpowered this a little bit, but you'll see why for the PR stunts. Skid it round there. And we're coming close to the end now, so this is pretty decent. Spin that. Through these checkpoints. And you can only do this in just under a minute, and I've gone a bit wide. Come on, pull it back, pull it back. Make the jump, and that's the finish line there. Can I beat a minute? Come on, come on, come on. 56 seconds. There you go. Well, 57 seconds. It's gone a little bit over. But who's counting a second? So that's that one done. That's pretty straightforward. I've already done one. So let's assume this is my second, yeah? Because it kind of is. I'm the only player on here. Impossible to fail. Let's get back into game. Because you do this twice. But make sure you always go through the end sequences and reloading rather than just saying restart, otherwise it won't count. Bit of lag in there. Rugged Racer complete. Okay, cool. So that was 2 of them out of the way. I've only shown you one for purposes of time. You have to get some danger sign stuff in now. 15 stars. I did try a couple other danger signs. And struggling to get 3 stars on them. So I'm going for the hide some Mulege. This is a bit of a mad one. Easy enough to get 3 stars on in this. But you really need to sort of be careful on the landings. Let's make a jump. I'm not sure if I do it on this one or not, but I'll show you stuff anyway. So make the jump. Land. And yeah, it's counted. 911. Brilliant. No problem whatsoever. But that landing can be very, very dodgy. It can. That can be very, very dodgy. I'm going to do a fast travel back. And there's a point where you just have to take your finger off the accelerator and just let it run, otherwise you end up with a little bit too much speed. And you end up actually spinning the car, flipping the car on landing, and it fails. So it's a bit of a nightmare. So you guys will probably find a better one than this, but this is the one I ended up using for some reason. See what I mean? Too much speed, boom, flipped it, failed. It's not bad if it was a bonus board on that roof, but hey, hit rewind, let's have another go. And this is sort of thing, I'm not editing this out, I'm showing it because I want to demonstrate what can go wrong on this. That looks a bit too bad as well, so yeah, I flipped it and failed it. And the problem here is just too much speed. Way too much speed. Let's have another go. Come on, nose diving it. Ah, that's completely messed that one up big time. Hit rewind, and it took me a few goes to actually sort of work this out. And if you want to go and go 2-star, 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 2-star on something simple, like the drag strip at the festival site, go do it. It's a lot easier. It actually is. In hindsight, I should probably have done that. But now I go, oh, I'll do Mulege. There you go, slightly less speed, 892, so that's a 3-star on that one. So I got 6 stars there. Although I did go and test a couple other ones out, so the star system may look a bit weird when the completion comes up on this, because I'm not showing you certain parts of the sequence because I didn't bother going with them in the end. So make the run up again. And the idea is at a certain point, just take your finger off it and just let it go. And that's definitely a bit better. But don't hit the house. Right. There you go, 915. Right. So definitely take your finger off just before you hit the main bit of a ramp, or beginning bit of a ramp, and just let it cruise over. Although in hindsight, just go and do something simpler. You know, it's me being me on this one. But I'm showing you anyway, because this is how I did it. Turn it round. So we're coming up here, just keep an eye on the speedometer. Yep, took my finger off just before I got to the bit of a ramp. And I flipped it anyway, so a little bit too wrong. It is trial and error. So that's what I'm suggesting, just get me in doing something else. Even if you have to go and just go 2-star, 2-star, 2-star. That looks better, promising, 905, so yeah. Go back, have another go. I've lost count of how many stars I've got now. You see these other ones you can do and different stuff. Which, I mean, Cascadas is probably the better one. It probably is, to be fair. Cascadas is probably the better one for the one you did on the seasonal PR stunts. But anyway, I'm just showing this for a bit of comedy value at this point. Nose diving it a bit. Failed. You know what? I normally do these videos. This is how you do it. This is the best way to do it. This is how you can run it. This is how it works. This one is this is how you don't do it. This is possibly the worst possible way of doing it. Definitely the most worst possible way. Go for the Cascadas one. Because if you're going to fast travel anyway, you might as well just do that one. That's definitely a lot nicer run and easier landing. But 862 is me just, yeah, making life difficult for myself, I think, for phrases on that one. There you go, like a pro complete. So that's done eventually. But definitely go for Cascadas. What's next? I think it's the cross-country events again. So we're going to do exactly the same as we did before, the easy cross-country circuit. Exactly the same as we did earlier on in this video. Solo, go into that. And we can get loaded in. So 2 runs round here, you make the run, go for all the menus, go back into game, and then go back and make the run again as a brand new race. Because if you hit restart, it doesn't count. Although what I would say to people, make sure you've got your difficulty to unbeatable when you're doing this one. The reason I say that is an accolade for winning 10 cross countries, dirt races, street racing, all the disciplines. Win 10 events on unbeatable difficulty against unbeatable drivers. But because you've got no drivers on here, knock it up to unbeatable, do this stuff, and that helps you towards your accolades. In fact, you can just come back and rerun these blueprints, because I've got them for dirt, for road, for drag, for cross-country. I've got them for all this stuff anyway. So you can come in, just use them, and messed it up at the end, but never mind. So let's just assume that that is my second, because, well, it is. I did some editing along the way, because you don't need to see the same stuff over and over again. But that's that sorted. That's the Forzathon complete. Hopefully you found it useful, found it interesting. So until next time, thank you for watching, take it easy, and happy driving.